Pornography is braille for the romantically blind, where life experiences and fantasy combine. Duplicitous words tell stories, creating pictures in your mind. Images, everything when art and eroticism intertwine, converting ideas into instruments to get intimate. So, nymphos use slang like a sorcerer, dreaming to be a mixture of earth, wind, and fire, and the love unlimited orchestra where metaphors marry simile. Brother Earl is a conscious, erotic, revolutionary with a strong sense of family kind of poet, whose mission is to edutain, uplift, but have some fun along the way.
Morning, this morning, the marauder has slipped away, once again leaving this day, not as bright as the sun would make it, promising myself not to doze off cause I can't take it when my eyes open, but are closed to her gaze, dazed as I try to separate dreams, reality, fiction, and fact, reminded by the soreness in my back in this empty ass sack.
To me, poetry, spoken word artistry, in its height or at its best, is so honest with yourself, with the people that are listening.
My lethal weapon is the mind, but sometimes the chosen are blind, led astray by what seems okay until it causes death. But I stand before you with my last breath and demand you put your mouth in neutral and your feet in park. It's time to shed light on the darkness of our plight. Shaded third eyesight persuades me to write, so I do bring in the truth to you. Anything less would be a crime. My lethal weapon's the mind, and I spray knowledge like a Tech 9, flipping words like Arthur the plagiarist for Aristotle. This poet apostle conjures spirits and scholars, making sense of what's done for dollars with incantations of emancipation. I punchlines to the core.
It was the death of my father which started my journey in becoming a poet / spoken word artist. The first poem that I wrote basically was a love letter to him about what he meant to me in my life and how grateful I was for the time, effort, and energy that he put in making me a success. You know, you don't even realize how much you're standing on your parents' shoulders or your ancestors' shoulders.
I am Harriet Tubman, following a star, Jack Johnson boxing and racing his sports car. I am Jesse Owens, running fast, those students from Little Rock going to class. I am Marvin Gaye, only love can conquer hate. In Abby O'Doon's house, I'm Langston Hughes incarnate, and I am
an old school MC from late 70s, early 80s. I did say yes, yes, y'all, so I'd like to believe it begins there. Most of the old MCs will tell you that they look at themselves as a poet. In 2001, I released my first poetry CD, Poetry in Motion. 2003, 2005, and 2006, I was part of the National Poetry Slam.
A right delayed is a right denied. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Life's most urgent question is, what are we doing for others? And to the poets, human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted.
2004, I did a poetry radio show, What's the Word, on 93.5. 2003, I was fortunate enough to do a European tour with the Hottest Poets International Slam team. 2005, 2006, I was in the Red Bull Word Clash.
it seems like this brand of poetry, speaking about what's going on in the environment and economy in the world, gets kind of shut out from the other major poetic outlets, the deaf poetries, etc.
I think life is a series of important moments. We just don't know how important each moment is necessarily at that exact point in time. When you work with young people, not only are you laying a foundation for later on, but their energy and their interaction and their trust in you and with you reminds you of the importance of what it is that you're doing. I just loved working with young folks. One of the things sometimes that gets lost in translation with young people is they think doing the right thing and being cool, so to speak, is mutually exclusive. And for me, I want to find a way to show them that you can do the right thing and you can still be cool at the same time. I can't fully accept my blessings if I'm not willing to share and give those blessings to others. The life lessons I was able to obtain from my parents, especially the relationship I have with my father, is very vital and very important to the man that you see in front of you today.
1% of the world's population own over 90% of its wealth, while 50% of black men are unemployed, praying to higher self. Yet you wonder why I'm angry, just plain sick and tired of being the last hired on and or the first fired upon, unless it's the army or you're the real DC sniper. Can't forget the lifers, from chain gangs and license plates to computer technology. Only one place to find a JOB, the state-sponsored, privately owned prison factory. Strangely related to sweatshops and diamond mines in countries that reject our ideology.
I was in the Martin Luther King Memorial Slam from 2002 to 2007. The Martin Luther King Slam at Yale University is just an honor to his legacy of social and environmental justice. It's definitely an honor that I've been chosen 6 years in a row to be part of that slam. I find inspiration in life. Life is an unending poem. You just have to break out little portions to where you're going to write. And just my interactions with folk, I mean, good and bad. To me, life is a muse.
I am a beautiful rainbow of black, tracing back to suns connected by shades of shadows, but separated when blinded by the white of colonialism. Indian, African, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, and American, as well as any other cultural distinction that ends in C-A-N, because we can C-A-N anything we want. So let's unite. I am a deep, rich red, spilled over centuries of hate, foolishness, and faith-based intolerance that's placed us on the eve of destruction. But if there's one atom, then there's only one race, which can only be one together.
Poetry is the lyrical application of life.